Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be talking about Cardano and its valuations against Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the US dollar. Remember, if you do like this video, hit the like button down below and also consider subscribing. Cardano, out of all the altcoins, okay, in my opinion, out of all the altcoins, has been the most resilient to the recent 2 week capitulation drop of Bitcoin's price. A lot of altcoins got hit pretty hard. Chainlink dropped, like 34% in 1 week alone. Ethereum dropped last week 21%, 21.5%. And the recovery has been, equally impressive by everyone. Cardano is also one that is pretty impressive. It is pretty close to its local highs, and not only with Bitcoin. Okay, so against Bitcoin, it dropped about 23.5%. It has now rallied 19.73% for the week. It is up 12% for today. Ethereum shows a pretty impressive hold, right? Last week was the week where everything dropped. Cardano against Ethereum only dropped 2%. Only 2%. And it's able to hold this line here, more or less. It hit weeks ago when we weren't even talking about Bitcoin crashing below the 20-week moving average. It was at these lows here, and it was able to hold the line. Now, even with a shaky Bitcoin, Cardano is pretty strong. It is at this area and is holding extremely well. The US dollar is another example. Here we see that this white line represents the 20-week moving average. Cardano held it last week. It dropped to a low of $1.02 roughly, and it has bounced back, and it is now at $1.82. I'm not here going to say that Cardano is going to make a new all-time high very soon. I'm pretty skeptical about it. But if there was one altcoin that I wish I had, it would have been Cardano. Cardano is holding its valuation pretty well. It is already above the previous accumulation that it had for a number of weeks, right? But it's still below $2 and whatever, like 30, 40, 42 cents or whatever. It's still below that. But I would say, taking into consideration other altcoins, Cardano is pretty impressive. We're back at the prices that we were 2 weeks ago, right? We opened the week on May 10th at $1.76, and here we are at $1.81. Chainlink, we need to go back a few more weeks to get back to see where we have left off, right? Ethereum, we're just we're looking at 3 weeks ago. So you could see that Cardano is faring well. Okay, it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna do great. It's still an altcoin, and if Bitcoin's below the 20-week moving average, then this is what I would suspect for altcoins. And Cardano's not any different. But the thing that makes Cardano so impressive is not the gains, but how it's able to retain the gains. It's able to hold the valuations pretty well, more or less. So if you haven't sold, okay, if you didn't sell at $1 whatever at the 20-week moving average for Cardano, you're probably still fine. In fact, you might be down just maybe 20% at most and this would be if you have bought at the all-time high. My bet is that most of you didn't buy at that time. In fact, you're probably buying here at the least, right? Some of you might have bought around 10 cents or on the way up. In any case, you're still up even after that dump. So with that said, Cardano is impressive. It is the cut above of most altcoins, and it deserves to be in the top 10, in my opinion. I don't hold any Cardano. I wish I did. I mean, this is one of the ones that I knew about, didn't find an opportunity for myself, and I got distracted by other coins. Cardano is one to really write home about, in my opinion. Uh, the ratio that I like the most with Cardano is against Ethereum, in terms of just the two projects rival each other. Um, Ethereum being obviously the larger one with the more infrastructure, but Cardano is definitely a hedge against Ethereum in this sense, and the hedge is holding up pretty darn well. I mean, I was a proponent that we're going to come back to these lower valuations. I was wrong. Now it was a theory of we might be able to hold a higher valuation during the bull market and come back up to these levels, and then rinse and repeat until the next major capitulation of Bitcoin, which may be from the its macro all time high, where we see Cardano make its way up to these valuations, but then ultimately come back down to reality here. But at that point, the bull run is over, I think, in that sense. So Cardano is definitely making some crazy impressions and making some pretty amazing precedents. Remember, we don't know how Cardano will react during the bull market. This move here was the when Bitcoin was at its all-time high. I mean, it opened in November, right? Yeah, and then week of December 11th, 2017 was the week where Bitcoin made its all-time high to $20,000, and the weeks following that was the altcoin season, causing this move up. We don't know how Bitcoin reacts when Bitcoin is grinding up to its macro peak, hitting the 20-week moving average, rising again. That whole period is still unknown to us, and we can only speculate. And one theory is that Cardano holds its valuation in the upper bounds of the chart during that period, and it's only during the bear market where we see it come back down to the to like the 2000 sorry 20,000 or 24,000 Gwei level for in terms of Ethereum. And so that's pretty much it, folks. And I'm not saying that you should load up on Cardano because it's holding its valuations pretty well. I suspect that majority of altcoins will bleed if Bitcoin doesn't isn't able to get back above the 20-week moving average in short fashion. Cardano is included in that. My guess is that maybe Cardano will bleed less than other altcoins. However, it's going to bleed. And that would be the bottom line. And with that said, my bet is on Bitcoin rather than altcoins. However, if you do have a position in Cardano, you're probably pretty happy that you still have it because it's holding up its valuations pretty well. But that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.